What's up, folks? So, Season 3 of Warzone has landed, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed this problem, but any filters that I was running prior to Season 3 on the PC was just not working for me in Cold War. The colours just looked off, got me killed a few times, so I thought, right, I'm gonna take a look at the filters. I've been playing with the filters all day, and I think I've got to the point where the settings are now pretty decent again. So I wanted to share it with everyone, so that you can give them a go and let me know what you think. So I'm going to drop into a match. I'll go to a high point, and then I'll show you what it's like with the filters on, the filters off, and show you what filters that I'm running.
Welcome to Fat Thor Gaming, the best of 7 streaming rounds. Settle down and enjoy the battle.
Okay guys, so I'm going to drop into the map now with absolutely no filters on the game whatsoever. I'm going to take a quick look around. You'll notice that the map is a little bit washed out for me. So I noticed this when I moved from 1080p to 1440p, that the colours were a bit washed out, but certainly in Season 3, I mean, the colours are just lacking vibrance for me. The grass seems like a pale green. Buildings aren't really showing much colour until you're up close, so I'm going to drop at a high point. I'm going to try and get to array. I'll stand up on the top of array, switch the filters on, and show you the distance. This is actually the second time filming the video. The first time I did it, I landed at the top of array and got assassinated, so yeah, I deleted that recording and then started again. There will also be, if you're on PC, a frame drop as well. So I generally pull around 220 frames in Warzone when I'm not running filters, especially since the DLS update as part of Season 3. But once I activate filters, I lose maybe 50 frames. So let's just drop down here. Pick up a few things first, otherwise the game thinks that I'm not playing and will get me out. Okay, so you'll see that I'm not running any filters at all at the moment. Now, to access filters on a PC, you want to press Alt and Z. This will go into your GeForce overlay. Use the game filter option on the left hand side, and voila. Look at the difference between using the game filters and not. So these are on. I'll switch them off again. Off. Just looks awful. Switch them back on. So much better. Now, in terms of the filters that I'm actually using, you'll notice I've got 4: detail, sharpen, color, and brightness contrast. It does matter in which way these filters are ordered as well, so you want to make sure you order them in the same way that I've done here. And in terms of each one, so details, for sharpen, I'm running that 5%. Clarity, I'm running at 70. HDR toning at 80%, and bloom at 0%. In terms of sharpen, sharpen and ignore film grain want to be around the same level, anywhere between 60 and 70%. But I run sharpen at 63 and ignore film grain at 68. Color, so tint color and tint intensity is at 0%. Temperature is a preference thing, I think. I like to run the game a little bit warmer. Brings the yellow out a little bit more in the vibrance. So I run ever so slightly higher than 0 at 2.5. Again, it's a preference thing, so have a play with that yourself. And then vibrance, again, another preference. I never run this at 100%. I think it's too vibrant, so I drop it down to about 80%, and that's good enough for me. And then the last one is brightness and contrast. So exposure, we don't touch it. We leave that at 0%. Contrast is probably the biggest difference between Season 3 and pre-Season 3. So I'm running that at 19%. Highlights at 0. Shadows is always minus 100 regardless. This will really help in situations where you're up against a rose skin, you're in a dark building. This pretty much means that a rose skin can't hide in a corner without you seeing them. So that's probably the best filter out of all of them. And then gamma, we just leave that alone as well. We don't touch it. So yeah, if you run those filters, your game will go from looking like this to this. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you need any help, drop a comment. I'll do my best to help out. Otherwise, I'll see you all on the battlefield. Peace.